When you have a child, you always think, what about them? What's gonna happen when you pass? My friend from the beginning had told me about it. She had told me it was a new exciting program they were starting in Tennessee, and she had said that it would be good for the girls because it would help, like, when I'm gone and stuff, to help them to be able to live on their own, to be able to support themselves and learn things that I'm not able to teach them. They could teach them, like, the finances and living on their own, taking their medication, getting a job, and they help them get into school or vacation or whatever they want to do. They're really interested in, going to work when they're an adult and being able to support themselves.
I like to draw, and I like to make crafts. I make bracelets, and I like to sketch. My dream job would be opening up a art museum.
Luckily, we know what the typical pathways to success are, at least in terms of modernity, where you have education, transportation, employment, those types of things. So we know those are always going to be important regardless of what their interests are. And so for us, it's more about how can we start to shape patterns and create those patterns so that they can have consistent transportation, have consistent education, have consistent employment options long term.
Can you start by telling me what some of your goals are?
Get my driver's license and go to college.
Where do you want to go to college?
Ossipee here.
Do you know what you want to study?
Early childhood education, journalism, and theater.
What are you hoping to do?
To be a movie star and to work with kids on the side.
What are some of the places you would like to go when you get your driver's license?
Church. Yeah, that's a big one. To the store to get stuff we need, or to look at the clearance aisles.
What do you like to get at the clearance aisles?
Anything that's a good deal. If it's not a good deal, I'm not getting it.
There's so many different ways that these goals, outcomes, milestones can actually happen. And so a lot of what we've been doing early doors is figuring out what's the best pathway. When we first start with the VCRM, we need to establish what those current pillars are, what's important to them right now, but also to start to project. And because we know transportation, education, and employment are so vital to the success, we started adding places that kind of represent some of those goals, whether it's education, such as choosing Austin P as one of those places where we can start to invest some time, or if it's looking at some employment opportunities. There are plenty of resources here in Clarksville, so we started to identify some of those career development programs here.
Everybody wants to be loved, and everybody wants to be able to do their own thing and live independently, and that's what I want for them. I want for them to go out there in the world and show the world, just because I have a disability, I'm still able and I can do what I want to be able to do.